Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the pile of products in front of me, I've been having a bit of a clear out, and all these products are things that I have received in multiple subscription boxes and products that some have used, some have loved, others I've put to one side and said, oh, I'll try that, and then never got round to it, or some things I've not liked at all. So I thought it was about time I sorted them out. These products have been received from multiple different subscription boxes, from Birchbox to Glossybox to the newest one, latest in beauty. This will no doubt be a series of declutters that I'm going to do. I wasn't sure what to actually start with when it came to decluttering. I thought I'd start with my subscription box products because this is probably going to be the easiest thing for me to get rid of things out of, and will hopefully then spur me on to declutter the rest of my makeup collection as thoroughly. I apologise now for the shaky camera work. I couldn't find a surface high enough and at the right angle to put my camera, so I am having to hold it. So I do apologise for the shaking, and hopefully it's not too bad for the rest of the video. So let's get into it. I don't actually even know where to start. Let's start with these two products since they are the biggest and brightest. So these are both tanning products by Fake Bake. One is a self-tan lotion and one is a wash-off tan. I got these as an extra to a subscription box that I received 6 months or so ago. I can't for the life remember which one it was now. I have put them to one side. I thought I will give them a go because I am super pale and could do with a tan. But then I've never found myself thinking, oh, I know, I'll go and use them. So I think I'm going to pass these on because I am not going to use them. Looks better already because there's a big hole in the middle. So let's go for the product that's in the big hole in the middle. And this is a Model Co lipstick, and this is in the shade Kitty. I think I received this in a Birchbox, and I do really like the colour of this lipstick. I don't reach for it an awful lot, but you can see I have used it and I will probably use it again in the future, so I'm going to keep hold of that. So I'll put that to this side. The next product is a Cowshed moisturising hand cream. I got this in either a Birchbox or a Glossybox, and I think the reason I've not used this was the smell of it. It's not a bad hand cream, it is very moisturising, but I just didn't like the smell of it at all. So I'm going to pass this on. There's nothing wrong with it, there's quite a lot of product left in it, I just don't like the smell of it. Next is this Delaron Aqua Comfort Cream. I don't actually know what this is. No doubt it's some type of moisturiser because you receive a lot of them in beauty boxes. I'm not going to use it. I tend to stick to the same moisturisers that I know and love kind of thing, so I'm not going to go for this. And to put it to one side and say I would use it would be a lie, so I'm going to pass this on as well. Next on to something that I've actually loved, and this is the Glam Glow Firming Mask, and this is the one that is silver. Let me just show you. As you can see, it is well used. I've used this probably 3 or 4 times now. I believe there's still quite a bit of product left in there to get a good few more times out of this. And this was a product, I think I got this in one of my recent latest in beauty boxes. I kind of don't want to use it up because I know that it's going to be really expensive to replace, and I have enjoyed using it. I don't know what it's actually doing to my skin, but it is a really good product and it looks quite cool when it's on because you look a bit like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. So I'm going to keep that one. While we're on face masks, I also received this Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Clay Mask. I think this might have been in one of the last Birchboxes that I received, and this is another mask that I actually quite enjoy. I do prefer the peel off mask, which is what the Glam Glow one was, but this one does come off really easily. Some masks can take a bit of a scrub to get off, I find, so I did enjoy using this one, and I had used it a good few times until I got that Glam Glow one, but I think once the Glam Glow one's gone, I'll probably revert back to using this because I did enjoy it, and masks are a newfound treat of mine, so I'll keep hold of that. Next is this Menai Conditioning Lash Primer. Now this is a white lash primer. I think most of them might be white, if not clear. and I did keep hold of this because I was determined to use it to condition my lashes, but I never reach for a lash primer. I just go straight to mascara, so I'm never actually going to use it. But I think I have had this a bit too long now anyway, so this is something that probably needs to go in the bin more than pass on to someone else, so that one's gone. Next is this Lock lip colour. This hasn't got a shade name on it, but it's a really pretty dark red. I've used it a couple of times, but not of late, as I tend to wear red colours at Christmas time. But I will keep hold of it because I will, no doubt, autumn swings back around, I will no doubt reach for this one again. Okay, let's go for this one. So this is the Percy & Reed Smooth Sealed and Sensational Volumizing No Oil Oil. I haven't touched this one since I got it, really, to be honest. I think I used it once, if that, and I've just put it to one side because I have really thick hair, so you don't need anything to volumize it any more than it is. So because this is pretty much full, I'll pass this on to a friend. Next is this Lord and Berry blush, and this is in the shade Lotus. First got this using it quite a lot. Let me see if I can get it out, because it is a really nice dark pink shade and it is quite pigmented from what I remember. But since getting the Tarte Amazonian clay blusher, that tends to be the only one I reach for, to be honest. But I will keep hold of it because it is a really nice shade and I will no doubt reach for it again in the future. Next, let's go for this little pot. So this is the Airs Body Butter. I don't tend to use body butter, and if I remember rightly, this has what I call an old person smell. So I definitely won't be using this, so that can be passed on. And also this body butter as well. I don't think I've even opened this because, again, I don't use body butters. I don't think I'm going to like the scent lemon and sage. So I will pass it on to a friend because I don't think I've taken the seal off this. Next is this Lancome Rehydrating Skincare Lotion. I completely forgot I had this, to be honest, so I haven't reached for it. But I don't mind Lancome things. I don't mind Lancome products, so I probably will give this a go eventually. I'll keep hold of that for now. Next is this Absolution Purifying Water. Again, not something I have reached for. And I think I've had this probably a bit too long now, because if I remember right, this is from quite an old subscription box, so I'm probably best binning this, so I'll get rid of that. Seeing as we're on cleansing waters, I'll move to this Simple Micellar Water, and I think that's how you say it. This is what I got in one of my recent latest in beauty boxes, and I have been enjoying using this, so I will definitely be keeping hold of that. Next on to this body scrub. This was one I received recently. I think it was in Birchbox, and it smells really nice because it is infused with caramelized honey, but I just did not like the consistency. I think I've used it once or twice more since I filmed my video on this unboxing, and I just don't like the consistency of it, so I'm not going to use it. I've got other exfoliators there that I much prefer over this, so I'm going to pass this on. Next is these two Tangle Teasers, I think they're called. They're both from Birchbox because they are own brand, but I don't know why I have two. They must have been in two different boxes, no doubt a couple of months apart, because they do like to repeat things, and I just don't like them. I don't find, because my hair is so thick, I don't find that the depth of the bristles is long enough to go through my hair, and I just don't find myself reaching for them at all. So I will either pass them on or bin them. Next is this Model Co contouring stick. Number one, I don't contour. Number two, this wasn't very pigmented. And number three, it tugged on my skin, so that one's a goner. Now we have this Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad, so you can never have too many eyeliners, right? I'll keep hold of that one for now. Now I've got this, which is a Benefit Mini, and this is the Dream Screen Sunscreen for face. I got this in, I think it was a Benefit Special Birchbox or Glossybox. I can't remember how long ago now, to be honest. And I got 2 of these for some reason. And this is perfect when you go on holiday to just throw in the bottom of your handbag, because it's so small to just top up the sunscreen on your face. So I'll definitely be keeping hold of this one. And also in that special box I got this facial serum, which I'll be honest I've never used and probably won't, so I will pass this on to a friend. Okay, on to hands, and these are the 7th Heaven Softened Glove Masks. I really want to try these. I literally just have not had chance, because having a toddler means that you don't get 10 minutes to just sit there with your hands in some gloves to make them feel better, or even 15 to 20 minutes. But I will keep hold of these because I should hopefully eventually get time to use them, maybe. Okay, next we have this Sleek Matte Me lipstick. Again, this is a red shade and I don't tend to wear this any other time other than December, so I haven't taken the seal off this yet so I keep it sealed. I haven't even swatched it, to be honest, to see what the formula's like or anything, but I am going to keep hold of this for now. Next is this Me Velvet Finish Lip Colour. As you can see, this has been well used, and this was from a Birchbox a good while ago, or Glossybox. But I don't tend to wear these shades anymore, sort of brighty pink coral colour, so I think I'm going to bin that now because I say it's been well used and it's slightly disgusting. Then we have this dangerous looking Ellis Farce concealer. It's not a bad concealer, but I do have better in my collection, but I hate to waste it, and I do think the packaging is quite cool, if somewhat bulky, so I'm going to keep hold of that for now. Next we have this Regenerate toothpaste. Can't remember what box I got this in, but it's a good size for travelling, so I will keep hold of that. Then we have this So Susan Light Diffuser Illuminator and Bronzer Duo. And I recently featured this in a best and worst of 2017 bronzers, and I haven't reached for it since because I did put it as a worst, so it's hardly been touched, so I think I'll pass that on to a friend. Next we have this Nude by Nature, and this is powder concealer in the shade Champagne. I have had this probably too long, to be honest, but this, I can't remember what subscription service I got it in, but it was trying this that made me wear foundation, to be honest, because before this I never used to ever wear foundation at all. I'd tried it numerous times over the years being liquid foundation and never liked the feel on my skin, never liked the application of it, but when I got this in one of the subscription boxes I thought, well, I've never tried powder foundation, I'll give it a go. And it's this that made me try or move on to the Bare Minerals, and I've never looked back since. That is the foundation I own. That's the only foundation I ever use. This shade was slightly too orangey for me, if I remember rightly, but I went and got my shade matched for the Bare Minerals at a Bare Minerals counter, and say that this is what led to it. So it's kind of got nostalgia purposes, probably why I've kept it for so long, to remind me what it was that actually got me wearing foundation. Yeah, I need to bin it. I'm not going to wear it. I am just keeping it for nostalgia purposes, which leads me to this actually, and this is the Beauty Protector Beauty Wash, and this is a body cleanser, and this smells really nice. I've only used it once, but it's the body wash that I took with me to the hospital when I had my daughter, so the smell of it kind of brings back memories, and I've not used it since because I didn't want to use it up, and I also don't want to, is that really weird? I don't want to bin it because the smell of it reminds me of having my daughter. So I'm going to be slightly disgusted and keep hold of it and never use it. Is anyone else a bit like that? Not wanting to throw things away even though they're sometimes past their sell-by date, or you're never going to use them just for nostalgia purposes? Let's move this stuff in a bit. So this has jumped out at me. So this is the Benefit Hoola bronzer, which, as you will know if you've seen recent videos, is a new love of mine, and this was a sample I received in Birchbox. So I've thrown it in here. I'm not planning to declutter it in the slightest. It was just genuinely a product that I did receive in a subscription service, so I thought I'd include it, but this is definitely a keeper. Next we have this Nude by Nature Perfecting Concealer. I think I may have received this in the same box as the foundation. It might have been a collaboration they were doing with Nude by Nature, I'll be honest, I've not reached for this, and it's probably, I think I tried it once and I didn't really like it, so I think I'm going to pass this on or bin it because it's probably past its sell-by date by now. Next is this Wish body butter. Again, oops, I don't use body butters. I don't think I remember liking the smell of this one, so that one's going to go. Then we have this So Susan Colour Hybrid Velvety Lip Cheek Mousse. I think I've only ever used this on my lips. Ah, that's where the red came from on my hands. And it's actually pink. Yeah, that looks like it's gone. So I'm going to bin that. Okay, next we have this Benefit Even Puff Off Eye Cream. And this was another one that I got in the Benefit set. I don't use eye cream really. I think I did use this a couple of times to see what it was like, and I just never seen any benefits from it. So I'm going to pass that on. Next we have this massive Lord and Berry eye pencil, just a black eye pencil. It's a really good eye pencil, it's nice and dark, it does stay on well in the waterline. The only thing that puts me off using it is the sheer size of it. I just can't get close enough to the mirror to use it because it is massive. I think I'm still going to keep it because it is a good product. Okay, next we have this Lollipops lip balm. I have used this a few times and it is kind of just been thrown in the drawer, but I could probably do a good lip balm, to be honest, because my lips are in a terrible state, so I'll keep hold of that for now. Next we have a couple of NARS cards samples that I received, and this is one of their blushes, and that was in the shade Orgasm, which is a fun name. I have probably scratched every last bit of this off because I did really enjoy this but didn't want to shell out on the full one, so tried to scrape off every last bit, but then kept hold of the card to remind myself what it was if it did ever come to buy, because it doesn't take up any sort of storage space. Looking at it now, it does look a bit shimmery, so I'm probably not going to end up buying the full size one, even though I did enjoy using it for a time, so I'm going to actually bin this now. And then we have the bronzing powder. This is in Laguna, which I know is kind of a cult classic, like a lot of people like this, but this was when I was using more shimmery bronzing powders, so I did enjoy using it again at the time, but now I prefer the Hoola bronzer, so I won't be purchasing the full size of this, so I'll bin this as well. So next we have the Super Duper body wash. I've used this a few times and I really like the smell of it, and it makes my skin feel nice and soft, so I'm going to keep hold of this. I was going to save it for holiday, but I couldn't help but break into it. Next we have this Towel Off shampoo foam. I think it's like a dry shampoo, if I remember rightly. The concept of it is really weird, and it was very strange to use it because it is like a mousse consistency. Remember that it did make my hair feel like it had just been washed, but it did take a lot longer than a couple of spritz of dry shampoo spray that I usually use, so I haven't reached for it much, but I suppose it's quite handy to have in, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Next we have this Nudes Eyeshadows by Technic, and this was one I got in the Latest in Beauty, and I just don't, it's just not a very good palette in my opinion. All the colours muddied together. It was great for travel, but I just didn't enjoy the look that I got from it, and I think I will pass this on. Okay, this is a Bare Minerals Trio, and I think it is their skincare. As a lover of Bare Minerals, I wanted to try this, but as you can see, I've not broken into it. I don't know if I ever will, but because it is Bare Minerals and I do like it, I just can't seem to throw this away, so I'm going to keep hold of this for now. Similar thing with this is the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Miracle Eye Wand. It would be good to test it as an actual eye wand, but it is just a sachet, and I always get put off using sachets because I don't think you get the full effect. But again, this is going to be such an expensive product. This sachet is probably about £10 alone, so I will keep hold of this to give this one a go. Next is this The Balm Desert, and it's this little cute blusher slash bronzer. This is the first I'd ever heard of the balm when I received this, and the cutest packaging, but given the size of the pan, it's not the best to try and get a decent sized brush in, but I am going to keep hold of it for now, mainly for the packaging. Okay, next we have this Bare Minerals Strobe of Light concealer or eye brightener. I've not yet tried this, and I was going to take this on holiday with me. Then we have this IT Cosmetics Brow Power, and this was one I received in Latest in Beauty, and it's in the shade Universal Taupe. It's okay, but it's a bit pully on the brows. But again, I know IT Cosmetics is quite a pricey brand, so I don't want to bin it and waste it, because it's not bad, it's just I've used better, but I'm still going to keep hold of it for stupid reasons. I tried to remove the makeup and made this mess. Okay, moving on to yet another red matte lipstick. This seems to be a trend in December beauty boxes. Again, I'll keep hold of it, but won't use it for a while, so I'm not going to actually open it. Then we have this Nails Ink Sweet Almonds nail varnish. I do really like the colour of this. Oh, it's in the shade Mayfair Market. I do really like the shade of this, but I was slightly disappointed by the formula. It chipped within a day, and I had heard such great things about Nails Ink because I think they are a bit more of a pricey brand when it comes to nail varnish. I'm going to keep hold of it because it is a really nice colour, but I might just try a different top coat on it to see if it lasts a bit longer. Next we have this Model Co Mega Lash Mascara. This one was okay, not great. I probably have better ones in my collection, so I'm going to actually declutter this one. Then we have this Jurlique Activating Water Essence. I don't actually know what that is. Doesn't really know what that is, so I'm going to bin it. Then we have this 417 Dead Sea Collection Vitamin Mineral Shampoo. Not used it yet, but I'm probably going to take this on holiday with me, so we'll keep hold of this for now. Then we have this Monuskin Firming Moisturiser Cream with collagen. I'm not going to use this, so I will pass this on. Then we've got a couple of Agadir samples, and this one is the heat protection. I could do with trying this because I do straighten my hair and could probably use with heat protection. I completely forgot I had it, to be honest, so I'll keep hold of that for now. And then we have a shampoo and conditioner, so what I'll probably do is try them all together. Probably will get a couple of uses out of both of these, but I'll try them all together to see if it makes any difference to my hair, because I think argan oil, whatever it is supposed to be really good for your hair. Next we have the Bare Necessities highlighting pencil, and this is from Jelly Pong Cosmetics. I think I've used this all of once, and I just felt like it tugged on my skin and I didn't really find anything from it. Plus I tend to use eyeshadow to highlight my brow anyway, so I think I'll pass this on. Then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution Luminous Matte Lipstick. I've had this for a while and I've opened it up and I've been really intrigued by how it actually works. It looks like a really nice colour, and it just says that you press it onto your lips. So because it is a one-time use thing, I've put off using it because I didn't want to use it up because it's an expensive product, if that makes sense. But I will have to use it one day because I am really intrigued by it. Next we have this Herborist Colour Control Skin Tone Perfector Mask. Doesn't say how long to leave it on or things, and I'm probably not going to use it, so I'll pass that on. Then we have this Pink Perfecting Cream, which I think was a primer. I've not used this yet, but I did intend to use this, so I will keep hold of this for now. Then we've got these Vincent Longo Sheer Pigment Lipsticks. These are pretty shades, but I didn't really know how to use them or get them out. They look a bit like pills in a foil packaging. I presume you'd need to use your finger to get it out, or I'm not too sure. So again, I've put off using this because I've not known how to use it, but I will probably give these a go because they are nice shades. Then we have this Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Daily Shampoo, which says it smooths and softens, which I could always do with, so I will keep hold of this as well. Last two products, oh sorry, ignore the wet patch there on the sheet. I've tried to get rid of the lipstick that I spilled and I've not done a very good job at all because there's still some over here. Not good. Next we have this Lord and Berry, I think it's another highlighting pencil. I have tried to use this a few times but I just didn't find it did any highlighting, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And last but not least is this Burt's Bees lipstick. It's a really nice colour, but that colour doesn't pay off on the lips. It's really sheer. It's more of a shiny lipstick, which I think is that what Burt's Bees are known for anyway. So I'm probably going to keep hold of it, but it's not one I reach for all the time. But it's comfortable to wear, so I will keep hold of that. Right, so now I need to go and attempt to clean up this mess, but these are the products that I am getting rid of, which is not too bad. And these are the products that I am keeping. So I've probably got rid of half of the products there, which is pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. So I've halved my collection of samples. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and keep an eye out for the next video in this series. Bye!